welcome back. Now, you know how we've been speaking about bad luck lately? There's a message on our voicemail from immigration saying that they want to speak to someone from Pacific Beach Street.
Hey.
And it's not me, because I was born here.
Well, my mum was born in Samoa and she came here legally, so it's not me.
Yeah, my mum was born in Samoa, came here legally too. That leaves you, Mike.
Well, I was born and raised in Tonga and came here when I was 16. So, yep, it's me they're looking for.
What? Are you serious? See, I told you today's bad luck. So what are you gonna do? Run!
Oh, Mika.
He's doing a story on Overstayers, you fobs.
From the 70s dawn raids to today, our Pacific Island people have been notoriously associated with the word overstayer. And with 16,000 of them here in Aotearoa, and more than half of those Pacific Islanders, it makes sense. But what's the reality of their day-to-day life, and does this affect you and I? Let's find out. Lucila, say what's up to Katerina here at New Zealand Immigration. Now, Katerina, what does it mean to be an overstayer?
An overstayer is a citizen of another country who doesn't hold a permit to be in New Zealand.
So there are people here that have just kind of pretty much outstayed their welcome?
Pretty much it's when people who require to have a permit in New Zealand have allowed that to expire.
I know about 30 years ago, the Dawn Raid was like a massive deal for our PI people. Is the New Zealand Immigration still actively seeking overstayers?
We are very pleased to say that the days of the Dawn Raid style approach have long gone.
Once someone's classified as an overstayer, what happens to them legally?
Simply if an overstaying person does not leave New Zealand voluntarily, then a removal order can be served on them. People who are removed from New Zealand, they are subject to a 5-year ban from their departure.
Right.
But if we can encourage those people to leave voluntarily, then that will give them an opportunity to apply for another visa offshore.
If an overstayer marries a New Zealand citizen, are they then legal?
There's no guarantees if a person marries a New Zealand citizen that they have that entitlement.
If there was a message that you wanted to put out there to overstayers, what would you want to say to them?
Look, we want to encourage those people who are unlawfully in New Zealand, for them and their family to come and speak to us, for us to listen to their story so we can basically provide them with the best possible advice to them free of charge. We do have our contact centre out there in which they can feel free to call at any time to get some advice.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Katerina, for talking to us.
Hey, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Sweet as. Immigration made it all seem so black and white, pardon the pun, but nothing ever is. So I've come out here to South Auckland to talk to a lawyer who deals with overstayers on a daily basis, and if we're really lucky, talk to one of the 8,000 illegal PIs and hear their side of the story. Everybody, Bruce Stewart, lawyer down here in South Auckland. Now, Bruce, a lot of your clients are overstayers. What are some of the scenarios that make them overstayers?
I think mainly they come here on a visitor's permit or a work permit and then they can't get it renewed. And so they just, rather than go home, they stay.
And what are some of the costs involved in applying for these permits?
First of all, there's the fees that the government charges, so that's about $260 for a work permit. Generally speaking, you need another medical and a chest x-ray. I'm not sure of what the cost of that is, but I think about $500. And then, of course, there's the fees for whichever immigration consultant or lawyer that they use. Hard to say. Work permit could be anywhere from $1,000 to, I've heard, up to $3,000 or $4,000 for a work permit, which is pretty steep.
So how can people afford to apply for this if they're overstayers and they can't work?
Effectively, they can't.
We've got a group of 16,000 people that legally can't work, legally can't drive a car, kids can't legally go to school.
Yep.
Isn't it like a recipe for crime?
I would have thought so. There would be hundreds, if not thousands, of kids not going to school. Some are. I'm convincing some people to come in and get a student permit under the United Nations treaty arrangements where they have to give them a permit and put them into school. I've heard of some kids that haven't been to school for, literally 10 years.
Auckland's like the largest Polynesian city in the world, yet we push away so many Pacific Islanders. Do you think there's discrimination against Pacific Islanders from immigration?
I don't think so, no. None of the policies are based on nationality. I think it's just a question of if you fit the policy or you don't.
Now, you've obviously worked with overstayers for a few years now. Do overstayers have an effect on the everyday New Zealander?
Where it does, I suppose, affect us all in an invisible way is the health services that they take, the jobs that they take up, and maybe school places that they're taking. A bit of crime, I guess, that they commit, some court time, police time. Those are all a cost to the economy.
Now, I've talked to immigration and I've talked to you, but I'd love to get it firsthand.
Yeah.
Would you know any overstayers that I could chat to?
I would.
Hey bro, I'm Mike from Pacific Beach Street.
Hello.
Now, I've got a question for you. Why did you want to do this interview?
Well, I just wanted to explain what's the kind of situation that I'm in.
So how long have you been classified as an overstayer for?
5 years now.
And for the last 5 years, you've been living in hiding.
Yeah, it's been like that.
Do you have a job at the moment?
Yes, I'm working at a farm right now.
And you get paid under the table?
Exactly.
So what would you get paid an hour?
Well, mostly my pay for a week will be around 300 or 200.
For a full working week?
Yeah, from 5 to 10 at night. Sometimes you will see the police around. You worry about your family a lot. Yeah,
So you have a wife and a daughter?
exactly.
What sort of effect has all this had on them?
I had to move my daughter with my parents because I don't want her to stay with me, and because we go quite early a lot, around 4 in the morning, and disrupts her school and stuff. It's quite hard for me and my wife. She's growing up and she's getting attached to my parents, but not us. Yeah.
So is your wife legal but you're not?
No, we both overstayers.
So is all your family here?
Yeah. All my brothers and sisters are here. They came here about 25 years ago. I'm the eldest and I was staying in Samoa because I had to look after my grandparents because they raised me. And that's the difficult thing about me because I had a passport under my grandparents.
You don't just want to go back?
My mom has cancer now. And she was looking after my brother who's handicapped. He can't walk, he can't talk. He just stays in bed. And she was the one who's looking after him all her life. And her cancer's gone to a really bad stage right now. And I'm the eldest of 4 kids, and she needs my help now.
So if you did hand yourself in, what sort of consequences are you looking at?
Well, I'll be going back to Samoa, and all my family will be here.
And that breaks you and your family completely up
Yes, exactly.
because you won't be able to come back.
Yeah, I have to start all over again in Samoa, find another job, because I sold everything I had in Samoa coming here to support my parents.
So this is the life. It's hiding and applying over and over and over. Because if you don't, you get deported and your family gets broken up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not a good predicament to be in.
No.
We've had heaps of posts about overstayers online. Here's an example of what you guys had to say.
Anne-Marie reckons that we can judge and react differently to overstayers, but deep down we all have big hearts in welcoming them in.
Find Evelyn. They are stealing our jobs and making us non-overstayers look bad. I mean, how hard is it nowadays to find a job?
DJ says, aren't the benefits far greater coming here legitimately in the first place?
And Amy says they didn't come here with the intent of robbing anyone of their jobs. The majority of overstayers work their backsides off for little or no pay. Coming up after the break, I'm off for a little hockey practice with Black Sticks player Picky.
And we've got Unknown Peace coming to the Valley just to reggae things up just a little bit, so don't go away.
On Pacific Beach.